Hi Cancer, welcome into your mid-month reading for the month of December 2022. I do want to thank you so much for joining me, and I do want to thank you in advance for your likes, your comments, and of course your subscriptions to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm just re-cleansing my energy for your reading for whatever reason. And we're going to keep this set of mid-month readings, general, so we'll keep it open to see what Spirit feels you need to hear the most. To wrap up the year, and then we'll shift on forward to do your mid-month money and career read, which will be the first link down below, and that'll be on Patreon. So I do hope to see you over there for that, but let's get started. We'll begin by pulling from the Spirit Animal Oracle deck to see what we get for you, and then we'll move on to the Light Seers Tarot. I did just hear, in between taking a moment to catch my breath, I heard it's time for a change. It's time for a change. However that ends up working for you. For Cancer, mid-December. Cancer. Taking your time is what I'm getting. I feel like you're doing a lot, but even if you were feeling a bit rushed or just a little bit stressed in the first half of the month, it's the sense that you will feel a shift in your energy and your way of approaching things, at least slightly, if not fully, where you're feeling less stressed, potentially due to the change that we were just speaking upon for you individually. Feeling less rushed, okay? The feeling that you're embodying in the second half of the month, at least for the most part, is chill, calm, cool, collected, and just doing what you gotta do in a bit more of a balanced way, I wanna say, in comparison to the recent past, okay? But we have Lay a Solid Foundation, the Beaver Spirit, as well as Groundhog Spirit, Time to Let Go, okay? So naturally, this card is quite accurate for what we have been saying in regards to it being time for a change for you individually. Now, I do feel the need to say it could be in regards to a connection, if not multiple, could be for a housing situation shift, switch up, if you will, could be more to do with your career, a different kind of financial investment potentially, but I do feel as if however this is working for you, letting go leaves this shift taking place. It leaves you feeling a breath of fresh air. It leaves you feeling more comfortable for most. And I just feel like you are able to accomplish what you need to in a more balanced manner, okay? You may even be acquiring a new job for some, you know, say you're interviewing. We will jump more into that in the money and career read, like I mentioned before, but yeah, letting go just feels so good, okay? And I just feel as if whatever you're beginning, it's all about you in the second half of December, wrapping up the year by setting a solid foundation into place for the upcoming year, okay? Even if that situation does end up leaving your life at a certain point in 2023, Spirit's saying this is gonna be a beautiful chapter for oneself where you are succeeding because of the foundation you set, but also just because you weren't afraid to let go and to make this change to acquire what feels right for you, okay? Okay, I just heard manifesting like a magician, okay? Let's pull one more for Cancer. Okay, be playful and think on your feet. This may be in regards to this new opportunity for you, and maybe in regards to how to adapt, proceed, when to accomplish things. But Spirit's saying you are clever enough at this point along your path to pick up when to do something, when to hold back, whether or not to join in for this opportunity, interesting wording, whether or not to walk through that door that's opening for you at this time, or multiple doors for some, okay? But I do feel the need to put that one aside. All the meanwhile, I do feel as if a bit of clarity is coming in regards to what's right for you, who's right for you, how things look for you moving forward. So a sense of your path being illuminated, at least to a certain extent, okay? If you're not receiving full clarity at this time, then it's just you're meant to receive it further down the line, okay, in the upcoming year. But we also have Sandpiper Spirit, be playful, okay? And I sense that this is referring to small moments, right? If you feel you can afford it or just have the free time to go out with friends or just family members, to even have some hermit mode fun, right? However that ends up working for you, Spirit's saying this is going to be extremely beneficial, okay? But when you're producing your work, when you're developing, when you're communicating with people, have some fun. They're saying don't be afraid to pick up that FaceTime call or just that call in general, as I do feel it could be a chance to reconnect with somebody of importance in your life, or just to get a release in one way, shape, or form. But it just feels like with all you have going on in the first half of December leading into the second half, how things are changing and shifting, it'll feel good to update somebody important to you in your life, right? Somebody who has proven that they're reliable, okay, or just isn't leaving your life. But I just also feel like, once again, however you end up feeling this push to be more playful comes to be, it's going to benefit what you produce, develop, your overall well-being and way of moving forward, okay? We need you to recognize that as more comfort, peace, and change comes into your situation, you should be embracing the playful moments, even though naturally you're going to be feeling quite overly serious and mature about what you do need to accomplish at certain points, okay? They're saying it's about finding that balance. Yeah, we have the World card and the Judgment card at the split deck. So I really do feel it's a time of the year for you to wrap things up where you're reminded that what makes you feel light and fluffy, what makes you feel colorful, that's for you, including connections, opportunities, situations, hearing environments, okay? And so this change that we were speaking upon for you might just remind you of that, okay? But I do feel as if your world is changing for the better, and that's quite evident as you shift forward and do what's right for Cancer, okay? And potentially for some, for your loved ones as well. What else do we have for Cancer? Queen of Swords, naturally, okay? Releasing what isn't meant for you. Some of which drawn to this reading also need to accept that. Be one with the fact that releasing old patterns, old habits that weren't leaving you with the healthiest lifestyle possible, that's necessary at this time as well, out of preparation to make the best out of what's at hand, what lies ahead, but also just to move into 2023 living the best, the healthiest lifestyle for oneself possible, okay? I'm not going to take this one, Sun card, naturally. We'll put this one over here. Actually, yeah, we'll put this one over here, and then we'll put this over here, okay? Bear with me. I was kind of contemplating whether or not the Three of Cups should be with the Time to Let Go card or the Be Playful card, but Spirit's saying this is referring more so to the celebration, the updating, the enjoyment, the sunny moments with, I feel like a couple or just one, at, you know, obviously at the minimum, of, you know, the people that you care about the most. Remember, we're talking about FaceTime, calling, stuff of that nature, potentially going out. But update selectively is what I'm hearing. Not everybody is going to be of assistance, okay? Or just help you stick with or get back to that proud feeling. Does that make sense? Not everybody sees the benefit of what you're moving towards until they're ready to see it clearly, okay? Let's pull one more for the right side. The Fool card, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, falling back into what feels right for you and not second guessing it all the meanwhile, okay? I'm sensing a putting your hands up and not trying to control outside factors, but just doing your best to utilize what you've learned over time up until this point to adapt, to move around, to overcome obstacles. Nobody said it was a perfect second half of the month, but you're going to recognize, I feel like at multiple points, this half of the month, this wrapping up of the year feels a lot better than in comparison to the first half of December and potentially November and October, right? We're winding further back. And so Spirit's saying with this change coming into play, right, into place for oneself, you will be seeing the positive results. And then I feel like it will push you to even more consider other changes. You're attracting in a lot of people, places, and opportunities, situations that are more so meant for you at this point along your path, given you've changed. And your wants and needs have changed as well. If we take a moment and be completely honest with oneself, okay? Going back to that Judgment card. But it's your natural ability to go with the flow and recognize who and what's actually meant for you and who's not, right? And what's not at this point that helps you, solidify in one's mind and make certain adjustments to, in addition to this change or to even benefit this change for oneself. But I just sense that it's leading you towards a lot of success for the second half of the month, but even more so in 2023. I do look forward to getting your yearly prediction reading done. Haven't done that just yet, but I do feel it's going to be a good one, right? So Spirit's saying wrap up this year, wrap up this month, feeling proud of oneself. You've overcome a lot in the past year, even throughout this month in general, and you're bold and honest enough to, with oneself and other people, to move towards what you deserve and make what you're continuing even successful all the meanwhile. I just heard that's one successful individual. All right. So I hope this was truly helpful. Don't forget to check out the first link down below for your mid-month money and career read. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy the remainder of your year, and I'll see you next time.